Pittsburgh Steelers at home for Sunday Night Football this week just tasted their first L. Two iconic franchises, Dak and the Dallas Cowboys, in town.
Sets up a little bit of a screen here. Dowdle takes off, scores.
As goes Prescott, so goes the Cowboys offense. He comes in off two good personal outings. A week ago in their win, 2 TDs, 22 of 27 passing, healthy 8+ yards per attempt, a rating over 125.
One-on-one, you got to go to CeeDee Lamb. Take it every time against Deontay Banks, and he wins it.
The big one-on-one, TJ Watt versus Dallas right tackle Terrence Steele. Watt is a pass rush righty. Steele has given up 2 sacks over 4 games. His pressure rate allowed a nice low 8%. That's good stuff. Dak was sacked just once by the Giants on 27 pass attempts, only faced pressure 14% of the time. Context, 25 is considered average, so 14 is great.
Dowdle stays in the block, and that's caught at the 40-yard line by CeeDee Lamb.
Is Watt more dangerous when he comes in off a game with 0 sacks and 0 QB hits? Steelers hope so. Pittsburgh's secondary does too. They gave up 8 yards per attempt, 2 TDs, no INTs, and a rating of 110 to the combo of Anthony Richardson and Joe Flacco.
Up over the middle, it's caught. Ogletree, touchdown!
Steelers defense had played the pass better through the first 3 weeks, but cornerback Joey Porter needs to rebound after giving up 77 yards last week. He was dealing with Michael Pittman quite a bit. He's a traveling man, so he may get a lot of Lamb this week. CD caught 7 of his 8 targets versus New York, 98 yards and a score.
Here goes Lamb. He gets free on the inside. CeeDee Lamb, touchdown.
Dak has Jalen Tolbert, Brandon Cooks at wideout as well, both quiet last week. Second key piece to Dallas's aerial attack, tight end Jake Ferguson caught all 7 of his week 4 looks for 49 yards.
Throws, and that's Ferguson again making the grab here.
Steelers, no issues with tight ends versus Indianapolis. Run defense, 133 yards allowed on the ground, 4.2 a carry, mixed showing. Cowboys run game, their built-in X factor. Zeke's an option, just 19 yards versus the Giants. Rico Dowdle did chip in 46 on 4.2 a run.
Here's Dowdle, guy that's a journeyman, 5th year, been a backup, kind of had to wait his turn.
Cowboys' own run defense, also an X factor, though last week it marked the spot. They held Devin Singletary to 1.7 a carry on 14 attempts, held the Giants to 1.1 a run overall.
13 has been all over the field. What an effort there.
Linebacker Eric Kendricks comes in off a 13 tackle outing. They did not play the run nearly as well the 3 games prior. Pittsburgh's attack should feature plenty of tokes. Najee Harris, 13 of them last week, only 19 yards, 1.5 a carry. Under 4 a run in 3 of their 4, did have 50+ receiving yards at least. Cordero Patterson has looked more efficient on the ground for them the last 2 games, 43 yards last week, 7.1 a run.
Shoulders, hand off here, Patterson shot out of a cannon.
Cowboys have Justin Fields to worry about too. He ran 10 times last week, most he's gone for as a Steeler, 55 yards, 2 scores.
Desperately needs one right here, he's gonna run for it, Fields in, touchdown!
You can argue Fields comes in off his best game as a passer, 22 of 34, 312 yards, over 9 yards per attempt, a touchdown, a rating over 100, used every type of pass catcher, extended plays, rallied the team in the second half.
Fields, near side, it's caught, touchdown! And the Steelers inch a little bit closer.
Dallas's defense recently faced Lamar Jackson, didn't handle him well, didn't sack him once, and now they don't have DeMarcus Lawrence, who picked up their lone sack last week, probably don't have Micah Parsons either.
Get hung up with Greg Van Roten, and he's down again.
Secondary Fields takes on, gave up over 280 yards to Daniel Jones in its most recent outing, didn't give up any touchdowns, picked him off, held him to a low 80s rate. They've come up with 4 INTs on the season already, only 4 TDs allowed.
Played with some newfound confidence that I'm sure they'll use as a springboard into their coming weeks that they have with the Steelers.
How about Trayvon Diggs versus George Pickens? Diggs has held things down this season, 0 touchdowns allowed, 1 INT. Pickens, Pittsburgh's top receiving threat, over 110 yards last week versus the Colts.
And Fields gives them the desperate, explosive passing play that this offense needs.
Like Prescott, Fields' side piece often is tight end. Pat Freiermuth went for 57 yards, 5 catches week 4.
Completes Freiermuth on the catch. Second time he has been targeted, and he moves that pile.
Pittsburgh dad versus Scooter Magruder. Wonder if Scoots ever invites him and Deb over for dinner. Both legends need more of them. They are a mini modern chapter of this storied rivalry. This is Pittsburgh's chance to tie the series, Dallas up 17-16 overall. Everyone's seen plenty of their Super Bowl matchups, so let's get a little more obscure. How about let's travel back to the days of E.T., Rocky, and Clubber Lang. Talking 1982, Danny White throws 4 TD passes, but Terry Bradshaw throws 3. John Stallworth goes for 137 yards and a score. 36-28 shootout, Steelers take it.